Welcome. This is Greenwich, UK. This is where we set our clocks. And apparently this is the spot where 0 hour starts and you get the 24-hour clock. Well, time is a funny thing. Time is something that has been created by man to keep measurements. And measurements are something that are not real because they can always vary. And you and I know that something that happens very fast at some times can take forever other times. If your mind is running, time can have a different perspective. And if your mind is relaxed, time has a different perspective. You often see when you're stressed out or you have a situation where you don't want to be in, time all of a sudden stops and you're like, oh my God, when will this end? But when you have situations that you're loving, time seems to zoom right by. I'm pointing this out because many of us are trying to figure out what is reality, what is really going on. And say something is happening 8 hours away in one place and it's happening, the same thing happens again 8 hours later in another place, one person will have a different perspective. You have a choice of stopping time. You have a choice of observing time and being outside the measuring stick, because measuring sticks aren't the reality. Clocks aren't reality. They're just implying or they're showing you that something is going on relative to something else. You want to slow down time? Focus on your breath. Look at everything else spinning around you, and you can be the center of the needle. You can be that dial. You can be that needle that moves around and watches everything else spin around, as opposed to spinning around like the clock every 24 hours. I wish you all the best, and this is where so-called time starts and stops. Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, be well.